kind of thought it was humiliating. But, you know, Morris Day was like, hey, we get an extra $250. And I know you like, that ain't no money. Okay, but it's money in 1984. Okay? My no motherfuckers whose rent was $250 in 1984. So please make sure that you like, share, and subscribe, because it is so important to my success here on the YouTube. And if you do not have an investment/retirement plan in place through your employer, please check out the Acorn app below. It will change your life. Now, let's talk about Morris Day's On Time, A Princely Life in Funk, Part 6. Y'all ever notice how I got the Capitol sitting right behind me? Child, that's DC shit, child. That's DC shit. But let's get it started, right? Morris Day was getting, you know, cans of vagina thrown at him, child, and he was catching them all, right? And all the while, poor Jennifer, you know, because he was still trying to, you know, get back with his baby mother, trying to make things right, but doing wrong by falling into every can of that he could find. But it was 1981. Okay, he was 24 or 25. It's hard to get a 24, 25-year-old man that don't have to take pills yet, them blue ones yet, to say no. Okay, because Morris Day was flat out saying, I was saying yes. He was talking about how he was having him a good time with weed and potted donuts. I said, he was like, it's the 80s. Listen, I grew up in the 80s too, but you couldn't beg me to pot a donut. These nostrils is too big. Like, I was so clean and sober in the 80s. Child, what was wrong with me? I would mess with drug dealers, but I wouldn't mess with the drugs. Child, don't ask me. I'm a Libra. Okay, don't ask me. I don't understand half the shit I do. Anyway, child, down there in the 80s, Morris Day said that he was doing a whole bunch of weed and a whole bunch of potted donuts, because, you know, when you on tour, you got people, fans, that walk across to give you a hug. Hey, buddy, and then, you know, shove a potted donut down your pocket. Okay, so, you know, and he was indulgent. And drug users, let me know, like, how, you don't know him. Like, you don't know that guy. How do you know that what he's giving you is actually what you want? You don't know them. You don't know them, motherfucker. How do you know that they giving you a potted donut and not boric acid? Like, I don't know. Y'all take too many chances. Y'all users take too many damn chances. So now we're going to talk about the mirror routine. The infamous mirror routine with Jerome. Okay? And now we're going to break down who Jerome is, because we never knew who the hell Jerome is. Oh, girl, I'm about to tell you now. They had just got finished completing their first tour, and they were gearing up for the second tour, and they were rehearsing. Now, they was rehearsing in this place that I think it was called Yasima, something like that. It stood for something, right? And I'm sure one of you fanatic Prince fans is going to jump down in the comments and tell me, because all you crazy motherfuckers, y'all look for a reason to say something. They were getting ready for the second tour, because they just finished the first tour, right? Now, they were at this spot. This dude named Weaver owned the club, right? Weaver, Morris Day describes him as the old big black burly dude. Now, I don't know if he was black in color, but it doesn't matter, because when you're African American, you're black, you know. Right. So all you colorist bitches that be like, oh, she's talking about, stand down, bitches. That's not what I'm saying. He wasn't saying that the man was a black bear or anything like that. He just said that he was a big black motherfucker. What he said was Weaver didn't have a problem with them using the club as long as they didn't break his juice machine or break his titty lamp. Remember that. One day they were practicing cool, and Prince came through the door just to, you know, view everything, you know, watch his children play. He was starting to feel himself and, you know, become the character that Prince turned him into, which Morris Day has said before that Prince utilized Morris Day as an extension of his ego. So anyway, another little piece, right, y'all? Another little key, girl. I love this book. I love this book. So anyway, the reason why Prince did not take the song, because he was responsible for the song, but the reason why he did not take the song and why he gave it to Morris was because he didn't want to come off as narcissistic and arrogant. Morris Day understood that although he was not initially cool, he understood that he was a parody of cool, of what Prince decided his persona of cool would be. And Morris Day goes on to say, you know, although I sang the song, although I was the figure of what cool was, in actuality, Prince was the narcissist, not me. So then Prince chimes in and say, you a liar, you's a motherfucking lie. If I'm a narcissist, then you're a narcissist too. Morris Day said, of course, this is what you nurtured me to be. This narcissistic type person. I am your creation. I said, oh, this is so deep. Oh my God. It's like, what is Prince doing to these people? Like, Prince goes on to say, well, are you blaming me? Morris Day says, I'm not blaming you. I'm just informing you. Back to rehearsal. The name of the place was called Yassam. I think it was Young African American Men that serve each other, something like that, right? And Prince came in, he came by, hoity-toity, you know, Mr. Hoity-toity, and he was singing cool. Now, they getting, you know, caught up in the moment of, I'm so cool. Jerome, let me tell you who Jerome is, child. Jerome is Terry Lewis' little brother. Who knew? Who the hell knew? Y'all niggas ain't tell me that. I didn't know that. Jerome was actually the roadie of the group first, okay? He got incorporated into the group, and the routine when Morris Day was singing cool, he's engulfed into his character. Jerome takes it upon himself, snatches, okay, the mirror off the wall, incidentally hitting that titty lamp that Weaver said, don't touch my damn titty lamp. Put the mirror in front of him. Morris Day goes on. Now, this is all just, they didn't practice this, but Morris Day is, you know, he and loving it. So he start combing his hair, and you know how them ninjas do when they get that, you know, that good haircut, you know, enjoying himself in front of the mirror. Prince saw it and said, add that to the show. Morris Day said he'd been doing that for the last 40 years. But nigga, Jerome is Terry Lewis's brother. Nigga. Now, getting back to Weaver, okay, the big burly dude from, you know, the nightclub where they doing rehearsal. Not only did Jerome break the titty lamp, but Jesse, you know, the guitarist, child, broke the juicer. I'm saying to myself, why the fuck is you touching that man's shit? I don't know, but child, you know, Weaver was done with them. Get the fuck out. Out, motherfuckers, out. Get out my club. I told y'all don't break my titty lamp and don't touch my fucking juicer. And them motherfuckers broke both. Now we working on the second album. Now the second album is just like the first album, just Morris and Prince. Most of it was Prince, but what was Morris was 777 93 11. Child, remember when we didn't need area codes? Woo! Do y'all remember that? Listen, ladies and gentlemen, because you know I got to sometimes quit. Listen, lovers. Before about, I want to say about 1990, you didn't need area codes. You dig? And I know you like area codes. Yes, you know, it tell you like me, I'm DC, so my area code is 202. People from Maryland, their area code is 301 240. Okay? But before the 90s, you didn't even need those first three numbers. That song that Morris Day did was Gigolos Get Lonely Too. So Morris Day said that they initially started working in a studio, him and Prince, in Minneapolis. And then eventually they went to another studio in LA. Morris Day made it very clear that although Prince lived in the suburbs of Minneapolis, he was not opposed to going to work in a studio out in LA. He did not have a problem with LA. It's just that he just chose to live in Minneapolis. So here they are in LA working on the Time's second album in Sunset Studios, right? So Vanity 6 was there to sing the backup on the second album. Said about the second Time album was that Prince wanted only Morris Day to be on the cover. When you opened it up and the inside cover, that's where the rest of the band was. Hold on, guys, because I got to show you so that you understand. We know what the hell is going on, but for these young bucks, they don't know. So give me a second. Oh, look. This is another Prince album. I know you like, Nay, why do you have so many Prince albums? My mother loved Prince. And when she passed, I inherited her album collection, right? So, you know, this is Batman. If you don't remember, Prince did the Batman soundtrack, right? But this is the album cover, okay? This is the inside cover where sometimes you could have lyrics, you could have more pictures like, you know, more pictures on the inside. Okay, you're welcome. I just taught you niggas something. It's not for us, y'all. It's for the, you know, the young people that don't know nothing. Okay, that think they know everything and be trying to tell us we old, but y'all motherfuckers don't even know what a long distance company is. These motherfuckers better leave me alone. So here we are. The Time is opening for Prince on the Controversy Tour. Hey, that was a big album. But anyway, Morris Day says to Prince, because you know he's like a figment of his imagination, imagining that his friend is sitting right across from him while he goes through his memories of his time in the Time and incorporating in Prince, right? Morris Day says to Prince, were you threatened by the Time? Prince says, if I was threatened, then why would I actually hire you guys to open for me? Now, let me tell you how him and Andre Simone broke up. You know, because anybody that deals with Prince, you in some kind of sick ass relationship to me. I'm sorry. But let me tell you how him and Andre Simone broke up. The song Do Me Baby, who eventually was sung by Melissa Morgan. Child, I can't go through everything for you. Google it. But what happened was Andre Simone said that you took Do Me Baby from me and then you didn't give me credit. Prince said, well, I wrote that song, not you. Andre was like, you being a nigga right now. Now, because I feel like his character can be a bit conniving at times, I'm inclined to believe that he did take the song from Andre Simone. Prince's stance is, Negro, I write 100 songs a day. Okay, 100 songs a day. I don't know. How I'm supposed to know? Anybody could just walk up and claim a song. I don't know all my songs by heart. So what Morris Day said was that he believed in sandbox buddies. They, meaning Andre Simone and Prince, were good friends with each other all the way back to the Grand Central. And when he said, when the two fell out, it was hurtful to him. The same way that it was hurtful when Lenny left Tower of Power. Am I right? Is that Lenny, the dude left Tower of Power? When Lionel Richie left the Commodores. He went on to talk about a lot of people. Let me tell you something. When them lead singers be leaving, like who? Where did Teddy Pendergrass leave, y'all? Was it Harold and the Melvin and the Blue Notes? That stuff hurt, you know. We be like, damn, why they do? When Bobby left New Edition, he goes on to talk about how Andre Simone did very well for himself after leaving Prince. I don't really think that that was probably his first time doing it, because Andre Simone, he said earlier on that he was a pretty laid-back, easygoing guy, but it was something about Prince not acknowledging that he did that song that hurt him. Let's talk about where the ties are starting to change between Prince and the Time, or Prince and whatever band he was with, because I swear the book said New Power Generation, and then it turned around and said and the Revolution. I don't know, but whatever band that Prince was with at the time, there was some heated situations, and we're going to get into it. Right? Morris Day said he aggressively attacked his music on stage. He intentionally played hard, funky, and made it, so that the crowd was so exhausted from dancing that they didn't have no energy for Prince. That's what he did purposefully. Now, that's a Sagittarian, okay? They're very, very competitive. They love competition. They thrive off of competition. Competition makes people better. It encourages them to do more. And Prince, on the other hand, if he wants to keep you under your, right under his thumb, nigga, you will never rise. Not bigger than me. So while the Time is on tour with Prince, they're creating their own fan base. He goes on to talk about how they partied. Now, Prince was old private, quiet party, right? How he explains it was, if they was in a building, Prince may be on the top floor throwing his party. Now, on the 10th floor, you got Morris Day and the Time with loads of booger sugar, women, weed, sexing, fucking, orgies, whatever it is. It's all kinds of ducks running around there. It's maybe some geese. Whatever it is you into, brother, it's there at Morris Day party, okay? Then he went on to describe Prince's parties. Oh, it was frou-frou. It was frou-frou. It had, Bentleys and butlers there, okay? Everybody walking around with their fingers poked out, drinking tea and scrumpets. Prince got bored one time and went downstairs to the Times party. He got so bad in his feelings because nobody recognized him that he got mad and left. And I'm like, Prince, why would you even be mad? They down there eating potted donuts. They probably don't even know who the fuck you are, Carson. Not like then. If they saying they fucking sucking, bucking, riding horses, planting trees, whatever it is they doing, they don't have time to know you, Prince. Here we are in the last city, Cincinnati. I think one of y'all told me that y'all was at that show. Child, what happened was they was at the last city, right? Morris Day is funkin'. I love me some funk music, y'all. That thing. Let me tell you what I was listening to recently. Funky Worm by the Ohio Players. Oh, that thing is funky. When they were singing Cool on stage, all of a sudden, rotten eggs started flying at them on stage. Do you know how bad that is? Do you know how embarrassing that is to be performing? You trying to be cool and a rotten egg hit you upside the head? When they got off stage, right? When they got off stage, because they had to get revenge. But how Prince did it was he tied up, or they handcuffed the bass player, Jesse, to a coat rack. They was running around trying to get Jesse unhinged from the coat rack while Prince on stage with his band doing a good goddamn job. Now back at the hotel, there was action. So you got Prince band and Morris Day's band, and they getting at each other. Now it was a good whip ass event, right? But according to Morris Day, there were no bones broken. Okay, all right. Morris Day approaches Prince and say, brother, what the hell is going on here? Prince said, I don't know what you talk about. They played tricks. I ain't got no control over it. Morris Day said, bullshit. Prince say, I don't care if you say bullshit. You gonna pay for this. You gonna pay for all these good white people chandeliers and hotels and window sills and stuff like that. Y'all didn't fuck these good white people hotel room up. Oh, you gonna pay for this. Morris Day said, I ain't paying for shit. But he ended up paying for it anyway. But he says the way that Prince, I would say, apologized or made it up to him was that when Prince went on his 4th tour, he hired the Time again. I know you're saying to yourself, why is Morris Day so invested into Prince? Now, I think it's called Stockholm Syndrome. I think a lot of his people have Stockholm Syndrome. Real bad, And plus, Morris Day was saying basically it was 4 months worth of steady work. Plus, Prince said that he was going to give us a little raise. That's exactly what it was. Lord. Here we are on the 5th album, the Little Red Corvette Tour. 1999. Oh! Say it one more time. 2000 hold on. 2000 party over. It's out of time. Da, 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 da. Hey, tonight we're gonna party like it's 1999. Back to the origin of Vanity 6. Speaking of this, y'all, look, y'all. So I done went down there to the Amazon Prime, child, and oh my God, I done ordered me some lace gloves and like a little hat, child. I got some pearls in here. Now, I ain't gonna be, you know, half naked like that. I can't do that. I'm a whole married woman. But oh, when I tell you this weekend, because next video is gonna be Purple Rain. Oh, when I tell you, girl, that I'm going to be in full Vanity 6 costume, child. The origin of Vanity 6, okay? So, again, Morris Day and Prince over Prince's house, and they watching A Star Is Born, right? And Prince liked the concept of a rock star, like cultivating a new young singer. You know, and we talking about the old one, okay, with Barbra Streisand, and I think, who was that with him? Was it Robert Redford? Yeah, I think it was Robert Redford. Not the new one with Lady Gaga and the other guy. You know, he's fine as shit. I forget that white boy name, but they say he an asshole and he stink. But anyway, Morris Day said, say what you want to, bruh. He got that concept from the Mary Jane Girls with Rick James, because the Mary Jane Girls opened for Rick James on tour, right? And you know Prince, he sees shit and steal it. I don't know why people just don't get that about him now. That nigga's a whole thief. In 1980, Prince met Denise Matthews, okay? And then later on, Morris Day said that he met Denise Matthews again in Minneapolis because Prince had brought her in. Now, Prince initially wanted to name the girls the Hookers, but then he wanted to call the lead singer Vagina. And then eventually it ended up with 6. Okay, Vanity 6. Okay, Morris Day said he don't know why a trio is named 6. I said, Morris Day, is because there's 6 titties there, bruh. What is the problem? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, 7. That's right. Pleased to meet you. I still won't tell you my name. Don't you believe in mystery? Don't you want to play my game? So how this worked, okay, was that Prince paid the time $250 extra per show to play behind Vanity 6. Because it was Vanity 6, then the time, then Prince, right? Good job. Good job, Prince. Good job. But anyway, how it happened was that just the 3 girls were on front. Then there was a curtain. The time was behind them, playing, you know, the music for them, right? They kind of thought it was humiliating, but, you know, Morris Day was like, hey, we get an extra $250. And I know you like, that ain't no money. Okay, but it's money in 1984. Okay? My know motherfuckers whose rent was $250 in 1984. As Vanity got finished playing, the curtains would open up and the time would bust a funky groove on them, okay? So then, what I didn't know, and this is where I go into thinking more that Prince is a lunatic, Evelyn Champagne King's people contacted Morris Day. They offered him, let me see, $75,000 to produce an album with her. Prince said no. I'm saying to myself, do he own you, brother? But remember earlier, he misspoke and said that Prince owns his people. Okay. But anyway, Prince said no. There will be no part-time jobs on my watch, despite the fact that Prince is not paying the best, which leads into the Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis situation. So anyway, Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis missed the gig. What ended up happening was they were playing in Radio City, New York, and then like 5 days later, they would be playing in San Antonio. Now, they had enough time to sneak to Atlanta, okay, and help the SOS band. Prince didn't know, okay? Morris Day said he don't have no problem with, you know, Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis doing it because he understands we all want extra money. What happened was it was an unexpected snowstorm. Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis missed the gig. So what ended up happening was when they was in San Antonio, Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, it was a problem. Because Jerome, Terry Lewis' brother, was pretending like he was playing the bass, okay? And Prince was behind the curtain, fucking it up. Okay, not bad, but good. You know, Prince is all good with that guitar, okay? So after the show, Prince was so heated, he tell Morris Day, fire him. Morris Day said, hell no, I'm not firing him. You fired him. Now, this is what was very sensitive to Morris. I could tell the hurt through the words, okay? What he said was, when Prince did an interview with Rolling Stone, what happened was Rolling Stone, whoever the editor was or the interviewer was, asked what happened to Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. Prince said Morris Day fired them. Now, this is the problem. Morris Day took the rap for that for a long time. He said, I would have never fired them. Prince looked at it as, well, it ended up for the best of them, right? I mean, they ended up producing hella jams after that. Morris Day said, but that's not the point. You had no way of foreseeing the future. You fired them boys, even though it was the best thing for them. But Prince, you didn't know that. At this time, Morris Day knows that Prince is crazy. He's absolutely crazy. But he also knows that Prince is genius. And this is where Morris Day acknowledges the fact that he understands exactly who Prince is. He knows exactly his relation to Prince. But he continues on because he wants to be a part of it. Anyway, guys, if you have not already done so, please make sure that you like, share, and subscribe because it is so important to my success here on the YouTube. Now, remember this. The same people that you meet on the way up will always be the same people that you meet on the way down. Naysayers, my patron loves. Have a good one. Peace. That's right.